Trying something here. I'm going to try to record this video for this. Now what I'm doing is the data we used before from the book, which I just dropped, and I'm going to try to move this over fairly neatly, is if we look over here on this secondary page, right here, this is our data. Now you have this on the slides. What I'm doing with it, as I get used to balancing this camera on its tripod, is I'm going to enter the data on a TI-30 to compute the R value. So what we want to do is we want to go to Second and Stat and use the arrow key to choose to-var stat. Then we're going to hit the data key and we enter our first X value, which is 1.8, and then we come down to our first Y value, which is 604.4. We continue hitting the down arrow, entering each pair of data, 1.3, 434.2, and we'll continue through all the data. So 2.4, so bear with me as I enter this in. 544.0, let's see, 4 is 1.5, and 370.4, 370.4, and then an X5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 3.9, 0.9, and 3.9 is matched with 742.3, and come down, X6 is 2.1, which is matched with 340.5. Notice how I'm making sure my pairs match. So I'm doing this, and I will say the TI-30 is better that you are forced to match your data pairs, 0.9 and 232.0, 1.4, 4, and 262.3, 3.0, and 441.9, and finally 4.6 and 1157.7. Oops. And so there I have my 10 values. And what we want to do is we want to get our R value from this. So I'm just going back, double checking my values. So to get our values, we go to stat var, and it calculates. And it tells me I have 10 entries, gives me my average X value, the sum, standard deviation, sample standard deviation of X, population standard deviation of X, my Y average, my sample standard deviation of Y, my population standard deviation Y, the sum of the X's, sum of the X squareds, the sum of the Y's, the sum of the Y squares, and the sum of X times Y. But then we have our linear values. We have our A, our B, and our R value. And our R value is 0.874, which it works for this data. And so the TI-30, we can enter the list in if we go through these lists and add this information. And we can also calculate the linear regression line with our AX plus B value. AX plus B. But I'll do more in the linear regression line for other problems. Thank you.